everyone, this is Eileen from Eileen Stuffs, and today we are going to be working our budget for my September 15th paycheck. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. I am a cash budgeter and stuffer here on YouTube. I am focusing on paying off debt and also building up an emergency and sinking fund. So if that's something that you're interested in, please consider subscribing below. Also, one quick announcement, my 1,000 subscriber giveaway is currently going on. I will link that video below. If you haven't yet, please enter the giveaway and go ahead and also leave me some questions if you'd like me to do a Q&A with the subscriber announcement video. We are going to work our budget today, and I can tell you right now, it doesn't look good. There's money that should have been on this paycheck that is not. That money will be on next paycheck, which will be a plus, but the downfall is it's not on this paycheck where I really needed it. It's the 15th of September, which means estimated taxes are due. I have to pay those, and my OT license is due, and I have to pay that as well. Therefore, I'm working with more bills than usual, plus less income than usual, and that is not a good combination. We're going to see that in here. I'm feeling a little stressed out this morning. I'm not going to lie. When I saw my paycheck and I was looking at the bills and all the extras, I was like, oh, this is not going to be a good budget. So feeling stressed, but on the plus side, I did have to remind myself that the beauty of budgeting per paycheck is that this is for 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, things start over. This might be like a rough go, but it's temporary. So I just keep telling myself it's temporary. As long as I have enough money, then we're good. Okay, so we're just going to jump right into it as I sit here and try to talk myself down from the stress that I'm feeling. We are at September 15th. My paycheck was $2,049. Oh, what am I doing? Gosh, I'm already messing up. And I'm like, I don't even know where my whiteout is anymore. My whiteout's like chilling with my pen somewhere, and they're both like missing in action. I'm just going to, I hate to be messy, you guys, but I really don't know where my whiteout is. I'm just going to do that. All right, paycheck was $2,049.75. So again, I lost, I think it was probably a few $100s. I guess I need to just move on because there's nothing I can do now. All right, and then we have to take out estimated taxes, and I definitely do not have the amount of taxes in my bank account that I like to have, that I wanted to make a payment on. This is what I'm going to do. For the sake of having money that I need for my budget, I'm only going to pull out $200, which is really only 10%, and I try to do 20. However, I am not going to be stuffing as many envelopes this paycheck. What I am going to have to do is I'm going to see what envelopes I can unstuff in order to beef up the money that I need for my estimated taxes. That kind of worked out in my head this morning because I think it would help me to keep it separate, like just work on the budget first and then look at my sinking funds and see what can I pull to help beef up my payment that I'm about to send for my estimated taxes, plus what's in my OT folder and what else do I need for my license. I'm only going to take out $200 to start, and then it's really going to come from the sinking funds, which was a thought to me that I actually do not have a sinking funds for taxes. And that never occurred to me until today when I was like, man, what do I have to pull from? So I might add a taxes folder to my sinking funds. That way, like, other than the money I pull out here, I think it might be nice to stash away some extra money for times like this, especially in like the month of September where I know there's also licensing stuff due and I'm pulling multiple things from my business account. I think it might be nice to have that. So that is going to happen as well. I have $2,049.75. I'm going to leave $200 for taxes. That's going to leave me with $1,849.75 plus, this is another thing, I only have $74.13 in the bank, which is way less than I left myself. I left myself $300. I ended up having to put gas in my car, which threw me off because I guess I didn't budget for gas at the first of the month because my gas was hot, was good. And I usually budget on the first of the month for gas, but I didn't. And that actually bit me in the butt because as the other day I ended up needing to put gas in, and so that pulled out money that I had not budgeted for. Also, the coffee situation is getting out of control. I ran out of coffee pods at home and I started to go to the coffee shop every day. And even though I wasn't buying like more expensive drinks, I was just buying coffee. The coffee where I live is almost $3 a cup now, and I was just doing that every day. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Isn't there like a nursery rhyme that goes like, when she was good, she was really good, and when she was bad, she was horrid? That basically sums up me and my checking account this past budget. It was horrid. I just saw myself like going there every day. And I'm laughing because I tend to be too hard on myself. And I'm like seeing myself go into the coffee shop every day with this feeling of guilt. Like, are you really going to use your debit card again? But I did, and I guess there's nothing I can do, but that 300 is now down to 74.13, which leaves me with a total of $1,923.88 for my budget. Then I'm just curious how this compares. Well, I guess, last time I only had 1891, 2152, 2117, 18. Okay, so I guess I'm not too far off from where I usually am this time of the month, but that also comes at the sake of not putting as much in for taxes and then pulling from sinking funds and being a bad girl with my money. All right, you guys, we are just going to get through this. Oh, the other thing that happened was 2 bills were way more money than I budgeted for, and I don't know why. One was when I went to pay my gas bill, it had said $19.68, and that's what I budgeted for. When I went to pay it, it was up to $57.85. Again, I had the extra buffer in there, so I did end up paying the $57.85, but that's like, another $30-something. There is a tiny chance, though, that might have reflected the bill for October, so I'll be curious to see if I accidentally paid September and October's bill. If I did, that'll be great. That means when October comes, then I won't have to worry about that. Not really sure what I did there. Something else was like wonky, and I'm like, what is going on? All right. I'm sorry I'm rambling so much. We are going to work on our budget, $1,923.88. The first thing that needs to come out is the internet bill comes out. That is $58. That'll bring us to $1,865.88. And I just had this thought, watch out for the change. So I have a feeling this change is going to mess me up. And then we're going to move over here. No, I looked at this and realized how messy it was. And I definitely think for next year, I might create my own little budget and make my own little binder of things with bigger lines that really suit my needs to kind of get away from this messiness that you guys have to look at each time. So that is in the works. Car payment is first. That's the big one. That's $475. Once I pay that, it brings me down to $1,390.88. That credit card bill is still so high, even though I've been making extra payments. I thought it would make more of a difference, but it really doesn't seem to be. I guess I really have to pay a huge chunk off for it to make any kind of difference. Right now, I'm down to $1,193.02. I have my Amazon credit card, which is $40, so I got 15302, this other Capital card, and then also this credit card. So now it brings me down to $971.02. Every time I do the middle of the month budget, it hits me really hard how much of my income is just going towards credit cards right now, and how sometimes it does feel like I'm never going to get ahead. And that's probably a common feeling, but it's hitting hard today. I definitely look forward to the day where either these are not as much anymore or they're gone. Minus 76 brings me down to $895.02. Oh, and then my student loan bill was showing $50.61, even though I turned in an income-based repayment plan form and it was supposed to drop. I'm just going to budget for it just in case, but I will be calling them. I don't understand what happened. I turned in all the paperwork. I turned in my checking statements, and they said that I needed more information. And I need to figure out that. I don't know if they'll wipe this one away, so I'm just going to budget for it in case I have to pay this one and then it takes effect for next month. Good news though, this crisis bill that I've been paying basically all year, which was for the follow-up visit to my miscarriage, is done. So there's only like $17 left on that bill. The total bill right now though is $98.54 because I had to go to the doctor last time for my burn. I got a bill for that for the telehealth session, which I was almost positive I paid a copay, but I guess I had like another bill for it as well that popped up. I don't know why. Maybe I really don't get it. Sometimes I feel like bills show up and I don't understand why they're there. I'll like pay a copay at the office and then I get more on the back end. So I did, but the total for that and what's remaining is only $98.54. I am going to pay this off today and then that bill is done. So we have officially wiped out this bill. I got so excited about that. I wrote across, I'm done, da da da. And now I just realized I left no room to write the number. So once again, this feels like a messy budgeting video, you guys. I'm so sorry. So I guess I'm going to have to just put it down here. This is the miscarriage bill, and this one is down to under 500 now, or little over 500. So I believe I only have 2 or 3 of these left, and that'll be done, which is going to free up money, which is nice. But for today, we still have to pay it. So that brings me down to $559.67. I have violin, which is $60. That's $499.67. Easy pays are also at 0, so that was another cool thing. Those 2 bills I didn't have this month. Then I have coffee and Snowball. I'm just going to be realistic and say 1, whoa, I have like no money left. Ugh. And 2, I need coffee. Trying to figure out what to do here. What I've been doing is putting out 50 for coffee, and that gives me 4 sleeves, which is like 40 pods, which ends up being for over a month. I think what I'll do is I'm just going to allot $25 so I can get 2 sleeves, which will give me enough to get through the next couple weeks. That brings me down to $474.67. That is not good. We haven't even touched my wallet. I don't know why this is so tight, but it is, and I knew it was happening, hence why I'm feeling a little stressed out. I usually have more money than this left over, but again, it's my fault. I have last time. Last time I have $556. This time I have, so yeah, it's about $100. This time I had $603. So I'm a couple $100 off from what I usually am, but get yourself together because it's temporary. All right, $474. I always like to leave $300 in the bank. I'm just going to acknowledge that's not going to be possible this time. I'm thinking about $250, which would bring me down to $224. So when I minus out $250, $67, because I do not need that change. Let me clear this. So I'm at $474.67 minus $250.67. This gives me a total of $224 for my envelope and sinking funds. It's just going to be about choosing the needs over the wants for a couple of weeks and keeping myself out of the coffee shop and just getting through the next 2 weeks. Yeah. Okay. I am going to fill out my sinking funds and wallet, and I will be right back. I am back. I have filled out this page, and I also double checked everything to make sure. I was like, well, maybe I did something wrong and I have more money, but I don't. Everything is pretty much is what it is here. We have the $224. My focus with this is really going to be making sure I have the cash I need to get through the next 2 weeks so I don't dip into that $250 as much as possible, and emergency fund. And that's what we're going to see here. All right, home and groceries. I have recently changed my diet really because of the Hashimoto's. I feel way better. I'm noticing a difference in a few weeks. On the downside, I am buying different things and eating more meat and fish, which means that my grocery bills have gone up. I'm trying to figure out how much to leave myself so I can get by for the next couple weeks. I'm going to leave $130 for groceries. And like I should be good at least for the rest of this week. That only brings me down to $94. That is just not going to work. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna do 100 because I do have stuff in the freezer. It's just a matter of thawing stuff out and cooking it. This is gonna be the first budget where I think I might look at food prepping to save money. So 224, not times, minus 100. That leaves me with 124. Personal, I mean, this is just gonna have to be no. Going out, I mean, I guess not. Hobby, oh snap. I forgot to add back. You guys, this is such a mess. I'm so sorry. I forgot to add back the 60 for violin. So it's actually 224 plus 60, which means the total cash is going to be 284. Oh, that's an easy change. Okay, 284. Where is the girl's whiteout when she needs it? 284 minus 100 leaves me with 184. All right, hobbies is 60. And that brings me down to 124. Don't want to say I'm not going to go out. I had plans to go out on Tuesday. This is going to sound crazy. I think I'm going to leave out 50 for miscellaneous, which brings me down to $74. Now I'm going to look at my sinking funds, but as I said in the beginning of the video, this might be more about unstuffing sinking funds than stuffing them, especially to just see what money I can squirrel together for the estimated payment and for my OT license. Debt, I am actually going to unstuff, and bills I'm going to unstuff. I feel like the estimated taxes for me kind of falls under the debt category because it's, you know, since I don't pay them each paycheck. And the bills, those kind of fall under those. I'm not going to give anything to medical emergency fund. I'm just going to do 6, which brings me down to 68. Savings, I actually unstuffed. I had to buy, oh no, I bought groceries. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I did with my budget last couple of weeks, you guys, but I feel like I made a mess. I actually had already unstuffed this. There's nothing in it right now, but I might just put back 2 to get started. That's 66. Student loans, I mean, just no right now. No retire, no invest, no home. I'm just going to have to say no. Same thing with this. Just going to be no to everything. Beauty will be no. Clothing, no. Shopping, no. Violin, not this time. No tarot. YouTube, I am going to give 5 to because I am just putting money there for the giveaway. And my next paycheck, the rest will come out, which is totally fine. Giving I can also use for the giveaway as well. I did that in my last giveaway, which will be cool. Riley, I actually decided to stop Riley's medicine because it doesn't really seem to be helping her anymore. She takes this medicine, and the thing is, like, when we're walking, she really doesn't like other dogs. But I was giving her 3 types of medicine and she was having the same reaction. I haven't been giving her medicine every day because I wanted to see how she was reacting. And the funny thing is, I've noticed that when she doesn't get that medicine, not only is she just the same, but she's a little bit calmer. And it's beginning to make me wonder if all that medicine was actually just making her feel like nuts. I actually have been dropping her medicine, and I'm probably looking at stopping it because she doesn't really seem, it just doesn't do anything. I don't know. I feel bad for saying that, but she's actually been a little bit calmer lately and seems more clear-headed, which is what I want to see in my dog. So I think I'm not going to stuff anything for her this time, or Sadie. Okay, white binder gifts is not this time. Christmas not this time. I do want to put something for car because you never know. I'm only going to put 2 though. That's 59. OT I'm going to unstuff because that'll go towards my license. House stuff is a no. Travel, I'm going to give $1 because, like I said, I always want to give it something. And I would love to save, even if I'm only saving $1 at a time, it's nice to know that maybe down the line I can go somewhere. Family is my mom right now to pay back the lawyer. I'll give her 2 one day. It's 56. Secret stash. Let's give that one 4 or 5. 4. That's 52. And then my whoops fund, I also took a little bit from whoops. I'm going to throw in 2. And that leaves me with $50 to put towards my 90-10 emergency fund, 100 envelope fund. And that's good because, like I said, the focus really was on the emergency fund, which I managed to throw 56 towards. and having the money I need for the week. I think that 100 plus that extra 50 should be okay if I'm careful, and then I've got violin in there. I did redo my denomination page to add my wallet. Did not laminate it because I wanted to give it one more rough draft go just to make sure I didn't miss something else. Our total that we should end up with is $284. So home and groceries is getting 100. I'm going to do 250s. Hobbies is 60. So I'm going to 20, 40, 50, 60. Miscellaneous is a 50. I think I'll do, oh, I totally put that in the wrong spot. Oh man. Car did not get anything. Hobbies, miscellaneous, I'm giving 52. So maybe I'll do a 20, 40, 50. Debt is unstuffed. Bills is unstuffed. Emergency fund is 6. 5, 6. Savings was 2. YouTube, 5. Car, 2. Wow. I finally created one of these pages, and then the last 2 checks, I'm pretty sure I skipped large chunks of folders. Sorry, I don't know what she's doing. She's like walking back and forth. I don't know what that girl wants. She probably wants me to pay attention to her. Okay, OT is getting unstuffed. Travel is getting 1. Family is getting 2. Secret stash is getting 4. Whoops is getting 2. Challenges is getting 50. I want to make sure I have ones to do that split. So I'll do 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, right? 20, 30, 35, 40, 50. All right, we need 2 50s. Let me move this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 20s, 4 10s, 4 5s, and 5, 10, 12, 16, 18, 19, 21, 22, 24. Should be 24 ones. Let's check. 2 50s is 100. 5 20s is 100. 4 10s is 40. 4 5s is 20, and then 24. Please let this add up to 248. I don't think my brain can handle anymore right now. Plus 40, plus 100, plus 100. 284. Cool. I also didn't laminate this one because I'm doing a test. When I took this to the bank last time, the woman was like, so you want all this in change? Thinking I wanted all this in rolled change. I was like, I do not want over $300 in change. I'm like, no, it's the denomination. I don't know, maybe that was that teller that was confused. So I wanted to run this through one more time and make sure I did not have that same reaction, because if I did, then maybe this isn't clear. And if I don't, then it was probably just that woman that didn't get it. So I need 24 ones, 4 5s, 4 10s, 5 20s, 2 50s. Okay. If you're still here with me, thank you. I feel like this was a very messy budget, not the ones that I like. Also, it was a stress-filled budget and a tight budget. All those things do not make you feel good, for sure. And, you know, I'm definitely not yet in a position where I don't go through this. I still continue to go through these periods where it's like, wow, I really have no money. Even though I'm budgeting and things still get tight. Granted, I have more money in cash outside of the bank. I also still make stupid choices. I mean, that's the only way to say it. I make stupid choices. I made stupid choices. And then the stupid choices compounded with losing money on my paycheck because I didn't do what I was supposed to. And extra bills. So we're going to move on. I hope this isn't discouraging. I am definitely trying and learning as I go. And I feel like this actually taught me that it's probably going to be better in the future for me to, one, make sure I buy coffee for home, because I didn't last time. I didn't want to spend the $50 and bring this down. But what ended up happening is I spent way more in the long run. It would have been cheaper for me to buy those and spend $1 a day on that coffee versus going to the coffee shop every day and spending $3. So I think that lesson I learned very hard this budget, and I will keep that in mind for the future. Okay, you guys, once again, don't forget, The video to enter the giveaway is going to be in the description below. Watch the video, read the rules, enter, and I thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.